Yep. So I finally got a little bit of junk going on in here. Still have yet to replace the speakers. Goodness. Yeah, I've yet to replace the speakers, and I need to put in the modulation, whatnot. A little better vibrato. It's not great right now. And then maybe a chorus. Really would be nice because there's enough room here for a chorus and vibrato bit right here. You know, the pedals that are kind of 2-in-1 or whatever. So I think I might get one of those, pop one in there, and then put a flanger or something like that over here. I have a really bad like distortion pedal that I might be able to throw in there. At least I have the hardware from it. It's not really a distortion pedal. It's a distortion chain from a really cheap amp, but it will work indeed. Oh yeah, so this is it through the stock speakers. Have not been replaced yet. And then this is what I usually run it through. Let's pick it up, right? Yeah. But I usually run it through. I run it through this kind of little stereo looking thing. It's record player. It's one of those ones, the kind of 3-in-1 or whatever you want to call it, where it's has a CD player and then it has a record player and then it has a little cassette thing on the side. Overall, I just use a record player and the CD player because I have too many cassette players. Or at least I used to. I'm pretty down low now, but you know, it's a really cheap one, so it doesn't function very well. But the cool thing is that the speakers are actually quite nice, so you can has a lot better low end response than these ones do. Why, I couldn't really tell you. They're actually smaller, so I don't know what that is. Before I had this and I ran it through this amp. I used to use this FM tuner here because this has a whole EQ bit. Of course, this has EQ too, but not nearly as good as this puppy here. It's this one is from the 80s, completely analog, weighs a freaking ton. The EQ is great. It has high and low pass filters. Has a tape monitor. You can adjust extension speakers with it, and of course it has a freaking radio in it, because why not? That's because that was a necessary thing. This was essentially the centerpiece for a stereo set back in the day. But the cool thing is that it does have some EQ. It has some stuff in it, and it just I don't know. There's something about the way that the sound runs through it. It just sounds really unique. It's different. It's cool. The overall outcome of the sound sounds a lot different than it just running straight out of this. The other thing is it uses those little clip things in the back instead of jacks, which is really annoying because I have to cut some cords. I think I have a whole bunch of old cords, but of course the thing about that is that then the sound quality is a little lowered, so you know. Yeah, so that's it, and then this is it through that stereo. Alright, good, I'll turn that volume up a little. Just nice. It's again more low end, a little more clean, just feels more natural. And then if I'm doing lo-fi stuff, I'll use my guitar amp because there is something real weird about a guitar or about a keyboard being ran through a guitar amp. Whoopsies. Yeah. Oh no, that's right. I personally kind of despise the sound, but it also tends to clip. So yeah. I'll turn the vibrato off, and then I'll turn. So what I'll do is because if I'm doing this, I'm usually going for a lo-fi thing. Turn my low about half. Here, I'll turn my low about half. Turn my high about half. Turn my mids a little higher, like 6 or 7. and you get a really wild, very really high. Lot again, lots of mids, lots of highs, which is what you want. Tends to be a little loud, but you know. And in terms of what's been going on here, what I don't know if you know about this yet, but you know what? I'm gonna build a new case for it out of wood, as opposed to the plastic. I just think it looks cool. I'm also gonna angle this up too, and again, I'm gonna hopefully put in some different effects. I would have a new panel made for all this, but I do not have a CNC machine, nor do I believe in spending the amount of money that is required to spend for a proper CNC job in that scenario. So I just live with. I'm gonna live with this. I might take all these little buttons out of here and whatnot, and sand it all down, and so there's none of this junk, the freaking 300 rhythms, because I'm probably gonna take the whole rhythm everything out of here. Never going to use that. Never going to use it. I might leave the programmed drums in or whatever, but like the MIDI kind of looking, or the kind of MIDI type stuff. But not. I will not leave in the fill and all that. You know, like that. Getting that out of there. Hate that stuff. That's why we have drum machines. But yeah, it's turning into a little bit of a project. I'm gonna go get some. I'm thinking about making it out of maple, making the shell out of maple. Yeah, overall though, it's a lot better. I like that tone a lot. Real smooth, really nice. Pretty sure. Oh, we're gonna go down all the way down here. There it is. Yeah, this is such a weird melancholy sounding tone. And then, of course, the biggest reason why I'm doing this, I'll probably install a pedal system. When you're doing pads and synths, it's not as necessary, I don't think. But especially when you're doing stuff that relies on having some kind of sustain pedal, any effect that relies on that, generally helps out a lot. Yeah, that's been my little journey for now. Freaking marijuana tree. Ooh. Then I've been thinking again about taking all this out of here and putting it on this top row. I would have to make a little bit of course I wouldn't be able to, but I think if I move some stuff around, and I do everything right, I think I would be able to, literally I would be able to have enough room up here. And then if not that, then put an entire other top row up there, and then I could enclose this entire top in wood and move these jacks over to on the back instead of. Well, I mean that's where they were here, but once this is slanted and there's a top onto it, that'll no longer be the back; it'll be the top. So, and of course that'll look so ugly if you're sitting there playing and this junk is sticking up. So, probably going to replace that. Not replace that. Yeah, move it. Sorry. Yeah, no, I think it'll be a nice project. I'll get rid of all this again. I would have a whole new panel made, but again, I don't have a CNC machine, nor do I know somebody who does. So might just be stuck with this here. Either way, I don't trust myself with all the little bits in there to not destroy it in the process. So I'm pretty sure it was a cheap keyboard. It was only like $300 new. I got it at a yard sale for $30, so that is a steal to me. Yeah, I think that'll do. That'll do for sure. And again, really another big thing is replacing these speakers. I don't know what it is because again, I think I had mentioned this before. These speakers and this are smaller than these, but yet somehow they produce way more low end. I think it's just because these are old and they're really cheap. Like it's not good at all. They're not very powerful. I don't think they're barely anything coming off of that. When it comes to the magnet, and that's of course it's not completely, but even still, that's a little bit, but not how it should be. So yeah, we'll get that taken care of too, and essentially it'll be part keyboard. That in the end, because of the modulation and the extra effects, I would definitely like to add into it. I've watched some stuff on that is actually possible apparently. Like to add some kind of a Rhodes type of sound. I've always loved the sound of a Rhodes electric piano. It's so nice. Then I've been eyeballing an electric organ off Marketplace. Of course, those things are always free too. It's like the upright piano kind of thing where it's they just take up room and real hard to throw away, but also real hard to sell. So generally sell them for free, or get rid of them for free. The drawback is you usually have to go get it, but come on, a free instrument is a free instrument. But again, electric organs are the same way, and not the organs with the foot pedals, but the ones that have that much room, probably 2-3 octaves. Sorry, maybe 3 or 4 octaves of space down here, and a whole other keyboard that's offset up here, and all those effects, that kind of wall of stuff, or not really effects, but adjustments. I missed out on one a little while ago. I'm kind of kicking myself that I should have got it, but yes, we are going to work on this later. See you freaking goofballs later.